Hi, come on in.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You too.
And Alexandra, come on, sit down.
I'm Danielle.
Hi, Daniel. So, I know that you wanted to see me, and so I'm here to help you and hear you and anything that you want to talk to me. So first, I just want to let you know that I want to be present, so I will interrupt you to get the story well, so you don't feel like I am being rude or anything. I just want to have clear all that you're telling me, that I'm getting all that you're telling me in the right way, okay?
Okay.
So you don't feel like, oh, she's being rude, she's interrupting me. I just want to be sure that I'm getting all the information, okay?
Okay.
That and everything that is gonna be said here is gonna stay here. And and there are some things that if I feel that you are in danger, or other people is in danger for the things that I'm saying being said here, I will have to break that confidentiality. I just want to let you know, so you feel free about talking to me. Okay?
Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah. Sometimes I will feel that we get it stuck in here, so there is supervisors and other people that I can go for advice. So I will let you know first if that will be the case, because we want you to be okay and get to be better in the future. So I just want to start with that, so we are clear and you feel free and confident in talking to me. Okay?
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So now that all that is being said, so tell me, what bring you here today?
I'm here today because I'm having a lot of stress dealing with school. I'm a first semester grad school student, and the course load and just the workload is starting to stress me out, and I don't know how to handle it. It feels like I don't have much time for myself or for my family because of everything that's going on with school.
So you're doing graduate school?
Yes.
Okay. So how long had you been out of school before this?
I've been out of school for 8 years before I decided to come back to school. 8 years.
So I'm hearing you're dealing, you say family is a piece of it?
Family is a piece because it's I don't have much time for my husband anymore, because when we are home together, I'm always doing homework or studying for an exam or writing a paper. Mm-hmm. So I don't have much time to spend with him, and I don't have much time for myself, because it seems like whatever free time I do have, I have to spend it and focus on my husband, or I have to focus on school. So it's just no time left for me.
And by that I can hear that you also have a job.
Yes.
A full-time job.
Yes.
In school, and you have a husband to take care of.
Yes.
So all those things are very overwhelming, and yourself, you don't have time for yourself.
Correct.
No exercising or anything.
No.
So how you are, how is a typical day on your life? Let's see how we can organize something.
Okay, let's see. A typical day, I wake up about 5 o'clock in the morning. I get ready for work. I work at the Army Hospital. I'm an operating room technician. Get off work about 3 o'clock and go home for maybe an hour, and then I have to leave and go to school by 4 o'clock, because I stay an hour and a half away from my school, so the drive is an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. And so get home around 10:30, almost 11, and then my husband's already asleep because he has to be up for work by 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm ready to go to sleep because I have to be up the next morning for sleep. So that's typically on Monday and Thursdays. Mm-hmm. Twice a week I go to school, and on Tuesdays and Wednesdays I'm just trying to catch up on homework.
Yeah, it's like it's really too much. And on weekends, how is a typical weekend?
Oh, weekends. I'm just still trying to do homework. My husband works overtime. So he typically works from 6 to 3 on Saturday and Sunday. And we may, if possible, eat dinner together that night. That's really the only time we get to see each other. Or he'll just sit there and watch TV while I'm studying. Like, we'll be in the same room together.
But not really sharing.
Yes, not really interacting with each other because I'm studying and doing homework and he's just watching TV in my presence.
Okay, so can hear you have a lot of things so far, but I can hear some other things also. It's like you're with him, but you're not with him. What is the piece that stresses you more? It's like not sharing time with him. It's not having time to yourself. What is the thing that stresses you more that you think?
I think the thing that stresses me the most is I feel like I am neglecting him in a way because I don't have time to spend with him, and I just feel like he's getting neglected, like he's missing from my world of everything. It's like my only focus is work and school. That's what gets my attention, and that's what I focus on, and I feel like he's just, I feel like I'm neglecting him.
You feel that? And what about, I hear also you say, I feel that because we, even in the same room, we don't interact with each other. But I also hear that he's taking over time work. So what do you think he's doing that part? Did you talk before starting your school? Or that was an agreement that you get to?
We talked before I started school, and he knows I'm not happy with my current job, so the only way for me to get a job that I love, that I would love, is to go back to school and get a higher education. So he understood, and it's not like I can just stop working my job because, hey, we live in New York, we need 2 incomes to survive.
Otherwise it's not happening.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. So, yeah, you need the 2 jobs.
Yeah, we have to have 2 jobs, so it's not like I can just quit working and just only focus on school because we need 2 incomes.
So, Sina, there is an agreement between both of you. I see that he also is doing more things besides, like he's working extra on the weekends.
Yes.
So what other explorations have you, both of you, doing about that stress? Have you talked to him about the stress?
I talked to him, and he says that he's not bothered by it because he knows it's short term, that I'm only going to be in school for the next 2 years. And he says he's fine with the fact that we never see each other except on weekends because he knows that right now he has to focus on the bigger picture, which is us getting better, well, me getting a better job so we can financially be okay. So I talked to him about the stress, but he just looks at it as like, as a way as, in 2 years, this is going to all pay off. Like, he doesn't see the problem. He doesn't have a problem with it.
So, okay, so there is 3 things that we have to see here. One is what's happening. The second one is how you feel about it. And the third thing is how you think about it. So you're saying, I have the things that we don't have time, we just don't have time, that's what is happening. And you say, I feel that I'm neglecting him. So I think that feel I'm neglecting him is more like I think that I am neglecting him. So what is the feeling about it, about that thought? You're thinking I'm neglecting him. So that's a thought, a feeling. So how you feel about it?
That's a hard question. I've never thought about it that way. Never thought about it. When you put it that way, I guess it's just I guess my own thoughts.
So I'm gonna phrase this in this way, and you can correct me from your perspective. So, happiness, we're not sharing time. That's the fact. I think that I'm neglecting him, and I feel stressed because of that. So you see the three different things that we have here in the picture. If you think differently about it, the feeling will be different. So, for example, I say I think we're not sharing time, but for example, he's showing you that example, like he's thinking differently about it, and he doesn't feel stressed. So how you can talk to yourself differently, so you can feel better and maybe be more productive in how the time, because maybe the stress, when you say stress, maybe that's holding you for being more productive.
I would have to agree with you. Yes, I would say that sometimes I'll be writing a paper and I'll just start thinking about, oh, I wonder what my husband is downstairs doing, or I'll be like, let me go check on him. Like, I can't really focus because I'm wrapped up in my thoughts, worried about whether or not he's okay. So, and then when I go downstairs and talk to him, he's like, hey, you're supposed to be doing homework. What are you doing down here? So I think you're right. It's just, I'm just.
Because I can hear from what you're saying that the biggest is when we start session, you say I'm stressed because I went back to school. So when I hear that, I say, oh, school is being overwhelming. But then you talk about your husband, and the picture is like you and your school, you're happy with your school. I can hear it. So that's not the problem. The problem is not being back to school or you don't like school. Am I correct?
I think, yeah, you're correct.
Yeah,
that's correct.
So the thing is balancing, and as we know, balance is everything in life. And you feel that you are like in the balance, like in this way, and maybe that's only but you feel that the perspective of your husband is different. You feel like we're balanced. We have this moment, but then we will gonna be okay.
Yes.
And you have that support. You feel that support is in there.
I have a support system. He supports me. Even when I doubt myself, he never gives up on me. Even when I'm stressed out from studying for a test, he's like, you'll be fine. You'll make an A. Don't worry about it.
And so far it has been good?
Yep, everything's good. As far as school goes, I'm making good grades. I'm passing.
So, in that part of having to deal with is that big piece that is bothering you and it's not letting you be focused and getting like good feeling about this. Because also other thought that I can see is that you feel that you've been a little bit self-centered in that part. So that's another negative thought that we had to work on. So it's like I'm doing my school, my work, and I kind of pushing him away.
Mm-hmm.
So that's you maybe don't verbalize it in that way. That is something that maybe you're thinking when you say I am being neglected and kind of paying more attention to these things. But maybe it's just the thought and that made you feel stressed. So I want us to work in that part and how you speak different to yourself, and then maybe that will reduce your stress, and maybe you can start doing homework faster or concentrating more, because maybe that will help you to get done things rapidly, and you can share more time with your husband.
Okay.
So how that sounds to you? How that piece of work that we had to do sound?
It sounds like something that will help. Anything that can make the situation better and release the stress, I'm willing to give it my all. I'm willing to try and see what happens.
Yeah. Are you willing to include your partner in the work that we're going to do here?
Yes, I think he would be more than willing to participate in, come to counseling sessions if he needs to. I would actually love to include him. I think it would be a great idea.
Mm-hmm. And I can hear from you that he's very supportive of you.
Yes, he's very supportive.
He's like right there and helping you and pushing you to. Only the fact that he's saying, "Hey, you're gonna do okay. You're gonna get an A." That saying, "I'm here for you."
Yes,
and he's supporting you. Is more than welcome to come to counseling, and maybe we can do homework together. And by homework is not, I'm not going to put you on a bunch of things like you have already too much. But it's like, for example, it's little things you catch yourself and thinking in this way. No, we're going to switch that thought, and I can feel better.
Okay.
So it's just, I just want you to start thinking in those three pieces of what is happening, what I think about what is happening, and how I feel. So those three things make your life easier. When you think, for example, and saying, "Oh, I have this homework and I cannot get it done, and I won't get it done by time," and thinking negatively, and I stress myself and get my anxiety on myself, and I'm gonna feel overwhelmed. But if I think, "Oh, I'm gonna do it, I have these three pieces of information, I'm gonna put it together like I'm talking to me differently, I'm gonna get the things done and I'm gonna feel good about what I'm doing." So,
Okay.
You see those two examples?
Yes.
It's different. We have the same thing, the same situation. We have to get done something. But the way that we think about that situation make us feel in a different way and act in a different way. So how you feel? Yeah. Okay, let's go scale 1 to 5. When you came in the session, how stressed you were. 1 being not too much, and 5 being really stressed out.
I would say I was about a 3.
And okay, now that we are like trying to wrap up, how you feel?
A 1.
A 1.
Yes.
What you think? Like, we had to learn how to speak to ourselves. How do you think? Why do you think you feel a 1?
I feel the 1 now. It's like I feel a sense of relief because I know that coming to counseling is going to help me come up with a plan to relieve some of the stress. So I feel like a release, like some weight has been lifted off my shoulders now.
And with it, by weight is the, when you say that weight that is in my shoulders, what do you mean?
I mean, like, I feel less stressed. I feel like, you know, just getting your perspective of things. I know what I need to focus on now. I know what I need to put all my attention on. It's like I just feel relieved. Like, and I know that bringing my husband with me to counseling will really help out a lot. So I feel like with due time, coming to counseling and talking about these, you know, the issue of how I think of things will help relieve some of the stress.
Yeah. So we're gonna, in our sessions, we're gonna leave, as I told you, homework for the next session. So this week, I hear you that you have some part of the weekend that your husband is working. So during the week, it's kind of very complicated to have time to share. But you're gonna come out with an activity to share with your husband. So you're gonna try to. So you're gonna talk to yourself. You're gonna see, okay, we're gonna get this done while he's working, and we're gonna come out with an activity that you can share with him, something that you both enjoy, and you're gonna do it. Like, I don't know, go to bowling. What you both enjoy doing together?
We play video games together.
You like to play? You can maybe make a popcorn or something. Play. It hasn't had to be for 5 hours. It has to be like, let's do a play night of 2 hours, and you can share with him and play. And maybe how long have been without doing that with your husband?
It's been about 3 months.
3 months without doing that.
Yeah.
So you think, and then in the next session next week, you're gonna come and you're gonna tell me how you feel about it, and how do you think that that helped you to lower your stress, or you were thinking of the homework, or what?
Okay.
Yeah. And then also you can write it down, or you can just record it on your cell phone or something, how you feel immediately after. So I want you to start being very aware of how you feel and how you think about the things, okay? Because we want you to learn how to think differently.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any questions about how we're gonna work together?
No, I don't have any questions.
You don't have any questions?
No.
Okay. So I'm very happy you came to be here. I don't feel that we have to go into school and work or anything about school, because I feel that part is good. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And in your job, is something bothering you in your job?
Nope.
No, everything is good there.
Yeah.
It's just like the family, when you say family, like it's like a big piece there. So we're gonna work in that part, and it may be something come out about the rest of the things. We're gonna start working on it meanwhile. Okay?
Okay.
So, and did you feel? And I'm glad that you feel one now, and then you can start working and organizing better your thoughts and your feelings.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for coming today.
Okay. Thank you for seeing me.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.